Hello traders, and welcome to day 5 of the BlastChart video training series. My name is Joshua Gore, and I'll be your video training guide for day 5. In today's video, we'll be learning about the panels that make up a chart in more detail, specifically how to customize panel properties and color schemes. We'll also spend a bit of time explaining how panels are laid out and how we can move panels around to create a custom chart layout that suits your style of trading. So as always, fire up BlastChart and let's begin training day 5. So what exactly is a panel? Well, a panel is simply a defined building block of a chart. A typical chart would have a volume panel, a chart panel that contains the symbols, data and overlays, and any number of indicator panels. Let's now have a look at the ways we can customize our panels. As panels are part of a BlastChart template, panel options and themes are found in the menu under the Templates tab. To customize a panel, click the Panel Options button in the menu or right-click on a panel in the charting pane and select Panel Options. This will open the Panel Options wizard. Here we can see a list of all the panels on the current chart. Let's select the Chart panel and proceed to the next step. This step shows the different properties we can customize for our panel. We can select a different panel theme, which will define the background color, title color, text color, and also the style of the bars of data drawn on the panel. We will learn about customizing panel themes a little later on. The next options we have are to show the minimize and maximize buttons in the panel title. We can also turn off using anti-aliased edges on drawing objects. Anti-aliased edges appear smoother to the eye, but can slightly increase the time it takes to render your charts. Turning this setting off gives you a sharper and clearer edge. I like to leave this setting off, but of course it's up to you. The last option we have is the decimal precision of the y-axis of the panel. For the chart panel, a precision of 2 would show the price to 2 decimal points. You can choose any precision you want between the values of 0 and 4, but 2 is standard for most stocks. Let's set this panel's theme to be default blue and its precision to 3, and click Next and finally Finish to apply our changes. As you can see, the chart pane has now been themed. The background is now blue and the bar colors have been changed also. You can also see that our y-axis price series is displayed to 3 decimal places. We can also repeat this process to theme our volume panel and any other indicator panels on this chart. As we learned in training day 3, BlastChart provides a quick way to theme all of the panels on your active template. To refresh your memory, you can theme all panels by right-clicking on any panel, choose Apply Theme from the context menu, then choose your desired theme from the list and click the Apply button. When you make changes to panel options, they are automatically saved into the current template. If I switch templates, you will notice that each template has its own set of panel settings and does not apply the same settings as we just defined. Having this level of customization ensures that every trader out there can customize BlastChart in unlimited ways to suit their exact charting needs. So now that we have seen what options we can change for a panel, let's see how we can further customize them. To resize the height of a panel, click and drag above the panel title. To change the scale of the y-axis, hold the left mouse button down and drag over the series. You can reset the scale of a chart by pressing the Reset Zoom button in the Home tab of the menu, or by right-clicking on a panel and choosing Reset Y Scale. You can also move the series up or down by holding the right mouse button and dragging vertically. Now that we've explored panel options in detail, let's take a look at panel themes. As mentioned before, panel themes define the colors of the various elements of a panel and the bars of data within them. We can create custom themes or edit an existing one by using the Panel Themes wizard. Select the Panel Themes button from the Templates tab in the ribbon menu to open this wizard. Here we have 4 options: Create New Theme, Copy Theme, Edit Theme, and Delete Theme. Selecting the Create Theme option will allow you to create a new custom panel theme from scratch. Copy Theme will allow you to create a new theme based on the settings of an existing theme. Edit theme allows you to update settings of an existing theme, and of course delete theme allows you to delete a panel theme from BlastChart. Let's begin our training by copying the default blue theme and customizing it. Let's select the default blue theme that we applied earlier, make sure copy theme is selected and click next. This next step in the wizard allows you to add a description to the theme and give it a name. Let's leave the name as default blue copy and click next. This next step is where you set the basic panel colors. The title background is the color of the area at the very top of a panel, where indicator labels and the maximize and minimize buttons are located. The panel background defines the color of the main body area of the panel. The y-axis background sets the background color of the area behind the Y price series, and the button color defines the color of the maximize and minimize buttons. For our exercise, let's set our title background to navy, our panel background to lavender, and our button color to white, and then click next. This next step is where we define properties for panels that contain open, high, low, close data series, such as the chart panel. Title color defines the text color used for the series label. Font sets the font used in the title, and the font size sets the font size. You can change the font style to italic or oblique, and even the font weight to a range of options, if the selected font supports them. The up and down colors define the color of the candles or bars on an up day or down day. You can further customize candlestick colors in the following step. Let's set our title color to white, our font to Arial black, and leave the rest of the settings as they are and click next. In this step, we define how the volume series appears. This step has all the same properties as the preceding step, except that the up and down colors refer to volume bars. So let's just copy the same settings. Set the title color to white, font to Arial black, and finally click next. Here we can set the indicator panel colors. All panels created for indicators will use these properties. Notice that there is no up or down color properties in this step. Indicators are colored elsewhere, as you learnt in the Day 4 training video. Again, for consistency, let's make the text color white, the font Arial black, and click next. In this next step, we define the y-axis colors. Let's make the text color navy, and leave the rest of the properties how they are. This next step defines how the copyright text appears. The copyright message is shown for any screenshots or images that might be captured. Let's leave the settings as they are and click next. This next step allows you to customize the watermarks that are drawn onto the chart. The watermark contains the current symbol's full name, symbol, exchange, country code, and the last close price. We can change the color and font, adjust the opacity, and even change the position of the watermark. Let's set our position to be split and click next. In this step, we can set advanced settings for bars and candlesticks. As a note though, using advanced settings will turn off 3D candle mode. You can turn advanced settings off or on via selecting the checkbox here. Let's have a play around customizing our candles. I'm going to show you how to create a hollow effect candle for up days. First, let's select the wick to be navy, and also set the candle up border to be navy. And finally, set the candle up fill to be the same color as our panel background, in this case, lavender. There you go traders, we've made a hollow candlestick. We can also adjust the thickness of the wick and border, but let's leave it at 1 for now and move on to our final step. In this last step, we can set the color of our grid lines and crosshairs, as well as the opacity for each. I'm going to set both to be navy, and around 25% opacity. Finally, click next and then finish to save our new panel theme. Let's see how it looks by quickly applying the theme to all of our panels. Looks interesting, doesn't it? If you don't have X grid lines, you can turn them on via the Features menu tab like this. The combinations available for panel themes are unlimited. Have a go creating your own theme. Maybe even copy a chart theme that a training manual you read used. If you design a great theme, why not share it with the BlastChart community via the forums? Simply post your settings as well as a screenshot and see what others think of it. Okay, so now we know all about panel options and themes. And let's see how we can move panels around within a template. Remember, panels created with a position of always bottom or always top are fixed. To move other panels, hold down the Control key on your keyboard. Press and hold the left mouse button on a panel title, and then drag the panel above or below another panel to move it to your desired position. Notice that the panel is highlighted red until a suitable position for it to be moved to is found. This is indicated by a yellow insert bar. Let's see what happens when you try to move a panel that has been fixed top. Add any indicator and set its position to always top. Then hold Control and the left mouse button on the panel title and try to drag it. You will notice that the panel remains highlighted red and no yellow insert bar is found. Release your mouse button and the panel will snap back into its fixed place. If you no longer require an indicator panel to be on your template, you can delete it. To delete a panel, click on the indicator within the panel and press the delete key on your keyboard. This will delete the indicator, and as a result, the panel will also be removed, as empty panels are not allowed within BlastChart. As a note, BlastChart prevents the deletion of the chart and volume panels, as many indicators require both data series to be present. So there you go, traders. Today's lesson was more of a fun and creative one, wasn't it? We learned about panels, their options, how to move them around and delete them. We also learned how easy it is to customize panel themes, giving us beautiful charts to share with the world. As usual, if you have any questions or comments about today's training video, please visit BlastChart's online community forums at the link provided. Thanks for watching, and here's to your trading success.